Oh. Diet? You say yeah? It is longer for sure. Okay. That's all that matters. You want a straw?
Huh?
Did you use a straw?
No, I'll take it like a man.
Okay. Oh, are they playing already? Hey. What now? What are you talking about?
I just got a gift.
All right, so there's a style of play that when you're a player person that's gonna and he kept how many 9 balls did he hang?
You're the winner, so what you're complaining about? No, I know.
No, he's a perfectionist at his game right now. Right now, he's and lack of sleep.
Yeah, no, you're right. No, seriously, I didn't sleep last night.
And the matches are only going to get tougher from here because Johnny got to finish, right?
No, but
You're doing well. Just fuck it. Look, all right. So let's see. All right. So somebody looking in from online, right? They're going to see us score 9-1, 9-2, 9-3, right? They don't. They have no idea how you shot or didn't shoot. They know the fact that you're fucking killing this fucking tournament right now. Positive thoughts, positive thoughts, create positive actions. Don't let the negative creep in. Sorry, guys. Yeah. I'm back, guys. Sorry about that for a minute. Had to take care of my guys that are over here helping me out. This is a race to 7. It's on the loser side. Earl played in the Scotch doubles yesterday, and I think they got 4th place, which was in the money. Oh, we're just shot on a 9-ball. It's a tough match too. Um, I'll post the money again in case you guys didn't see it earlier. This is including everything. Calcutta, side pots, everything. These are the payouts right here. 20-man tournament. So over 14 grand paid out. Nice tournament right here. For 525 and under. Oh man, I wish when I was 20, 30 years old I had tournaments like this I could plan. No such thing. Hell, the pros barely had tournaments like this. Pros barely have tournaments like this now. I mean, if you look at like, I had Richard Burns on here for the last couple hours, or last hour. You know, like he said, he used to play in the pro events. You know, he knows all the pro guys from the late '80s and early '90s, and they were paying for 10 grand then, and they're still only paying for 10 grand for first place. Man, can you imagine when the economy was so much better, or you know, you paid so much less for everything, and now how much we pay for how these guys, I don't know how the guys afford it. I think we're down to either 8 or 9 players. There's one match that's kind of lagging a little bit. And Atish has been playing well today. Thank you anyway. So these mics that I'm using, looks like I'm getting about 7 hours of life, which is not bad. I'm pretty happy with that. Probably gonna get a couple more just to make sure I can do a 12-hour day. Just gonna shoot the combo. Biggest issue here is making sure that 3 ball don't get stuck behind the 5 and the 4. Got an angle on that. Oh. No. Oops. Definitely should not be playing basketball right now. Horrible shot to the garbage can. Yeah, so by the way, that was George Burns. We call him Chief Richard. I'm sorry, George Burns. Richard Burns. I say George. Yeah, he's not a comedian. Thinks he is. But you call him Chief Richard. He is an American Indian. He is the chief of an Indian that owned a casino. Rolling out for the 7-9 combo. Pretty close to perfect.
See you tomorrow.
You leaving? Okay. Yep, nice shot. So he is he's 1-1. 1-1 guys, race to 7. Nice shooting. Got a little bit of action going here. I swear to God, I think she's gonna smack you in the back of the head, dude. She turned around, she was caught. She was caught. Yeah, you might not like it.
No, I think I would.
I don't know.
Little sexy chocolate
Smack.
drop like
You're allowed
that.
to smack him. He said he enjoyed it.
I would.
But do not, please don't tease my wires. Just right before we're done, too. Like it's like, no, you're not finishing. Are you back? Yeah, we're still charging. Give me a few more minutes and we'll get you lit up again.
Okay.
I appreciate the help.
Yeah, this is fun. Something I enjoy is talking about myself.
And you're good at it too, dude. Like, let's make sure that's completely out there. It's clean. I'm sorry, guys. It's my fault.
Yeah.
I did ask him to come on down. I appreciated it, and so
Ren, you play like a girl.
you're.
I'm gonna get smacked like
Why
that.
does she not smack you? I'm lucky I get away with the. Oh, there we go. She is. She got you there, brother.
She got me.
All right. It's like when people say, "Oh no, I can't." I almost went to where I should not go.
I've been there a couple times.
I was almost there. So did he just try to play it safe and get like work on a 3 foul? You know,
I'd be surprised if you made 3 foul in a bar tournament.
at 525 and under.
Yeah. Yeah. At any level. Although I was kind of just sad when they took that rule out. I'm glad they put it
Which
back
one?
in. The 3 foul rule.
Oh yeah, they took that out of them.
They took it out of the pros for a while
Why?
because they said it slowed down the game.
3 fouls slows it down.
A lot of people don't understand how to use it, so the viewers didn't like it. Why didn't he shoot at the hole? Because he couldn't make it in good shape.
Man, I think
The downfall of
so-
pool itself.
as a player, man, if I could 3 foul somebody, to me that was like
It was fun.
it was great. It was like
It served two purposes. You got to win the game, and you got to frustrate your opponent even more.
yeah,
That's a big thing.
and you got the subconsciously it's like, how you like that,
Yeah.
bitch? How you like me now?
Yeah. I didn't like you before. But yeah. It was a beautiful thing. They took it out for a while.
I didn't know they took that out.
Yeah.
To me, it was always just Texas Express rules was 3 foul.
No. Texas Express is different than 3 foul.
There's a 3 foul rule. I always thought 3 foul rule was part of Texas Express rules.
No. Texas Express was a chance to win and lose on the break. Before Texas Express, you could.
Texas Express rules are just standard 9-ball rules.
No.
Okay, so maybe I'm not. Maybe I haven't understood that in all these years. Maybe. To me, when I said Texas Express, that was basic 9-ball rules with 3 foul.
No.
So what is Texas Express to you?
Texas Express was a way to not to lose on the break.
I don't understand what you mean.
What part don't you understand?
Playing 9-ball, how do you lose on the break?
Texas Express.
Explain.
You get ball in hand anywhere.
Oh yeah.
Before it was all balls. So if you broke, jumped the table, made 3 balls, you didn't have a shot.
Yes.
You had a save.
Yes.
So in other words, you could break the balls and still have a chance to win if a guy hit a bad save or you outmoved him in a way.
Well, back then they were playing 2 foul too.
Yes, but what I'm saying, Texas changed all that. Now when you broke the balls, made 3 balls, your opponent got ball in hand on all the balls
on the 4th ball. With all
Yeah, so you could lose on the break.
So that's what the Texas Express is all about, was the fact that it no longer made the game a little faster by
took bad players with horrible, really bad breaks, but could make balls.
Yes.
They lost their advantage.
Yes, because the balls would spot up and now they're all locked together and there's no shot.
Well, you had to play the simple save.
Yeah. 100%.
So you could still win on the break.
Okay, that
now
makes sense.
You could lose on the break if you scratch or jump the table.
You don't actually lose on the break, but by screwing up, they'll run out on you and lose.
A penalty,
yes.
Before there was no penalty.
Because the balls would be tied together and therefore they're not getting out anyway.
Yes.
And that's why they call it the Express, which it made it a faster game.
Yes. Exactly right.
That makes complete sense. 100% makes complete sense.
You ready? Come. Ready?
Get the hot seat.
Already?
I asked him to. No, I didn't. That was last night. Yeah, he's playing the hot seat. He's going to be playing. He's going to play the Louisiana connection there, which I think was slipping in here with his Fargo coming all the way from Louisiana. He wasn't coming here to lose.
No, I wouldn't think so.
You know what I'm saying? And so Yeah, he's like, you remember the it might have been in Big U, the road guys that were, there were road guys that were sliding into all the good stuff, and now Fargo's an important part of a lot of us, and now they created themselves a good Fargo, and then they slide around the country and just kind of just come into play.
I just made it in. I'm just below the cap. Wonderful.
I don't play good. I'm from dumb fuck Louisiana, which is basically what he told me. He didn't say that. He's like, so I had to test him. So I tested him.
I don't know what I'm complaining about. I was using a guy's Fargo from the other side of the country.
That's
They were letting me use it.
And what is it?
His name was Richard, just like mine.
Okay.
And his Fargo was 250 points below mine. So I played in the tournament.
That's what I'm saying.
I won, and then I played another one, got third, and I played another one and got third. So they figured it out that it wasn't me, and
who figured it out?
I told the.
Well, when you're shooting at 400, what was his Fargo? No, that puts him at what, 500?
Was 510.
Yeah.
And I was 714,
725. Yeah.
Yeah. It was hilarious.
Yeah.
And then I gambled with a guy doing the same thing, and I made him cry. Made a grown man cry.
You did not, dude.
Yes,
Come on, serious.
I did.
Did you take his last dollar? What did you do?
No,
he couldn't pay his rent?
He just, there's no way you're in a 5 something. There's just, and he started crying.
So you play as a 500, then you shoot like a 700. You don't even try to check up or nothing. You're just crushing people.
We played a 7-9 ball, raced to 5.
Okay.
And I beat him 5-1, 5-0, 5-1. And he goes, well, do you know how to play one pocket? I said, yeah. I beat him 8 minus 1, 8 minus 4, 8-0.
Oh my God.
He got mad. Start crying.
Hustler at the highest sense of the word.
I had no clue what Fargo was. So the funny thing was is when he found out, he got mad. But at the time, he said, "What's your name?" So it's Richard. He goes in the bathroom, comes back and goes, "Oh, you're from
So you said,
Portland,
okay.
Maine?" I go, "Yeah." He goes, "Oh yeah, I used to live up there. I went to the military base." I'm like, "Yeah, me too, yeah." So that's how come he just want to play even. And I robbed him at every game we played. And he got mad.
What is going on with my damn stream?
I don't know what's going on with your damn.
I'm gonna leave and come back to it. It's showing this match just now.
Hey, champ.
Richard, you're up again.
Richard.
I'm killing him.
520. Wait, hold on. What? Did you just win something? You did win it, right? All right. So this is my question for you, okay? And I'm gonna put this out there because I've known you a while now, so I should be able to say things like this. So Santos, how come you never smile in your pictures? He hasn't smiled. He hasn't smiled in a picture.
You saw that picture that my girl tagged me on with the baby.
Yes.
I was like, what the fuck did this happen?
You got a smiley face.
It's funny.
I didn't see that one.
I was looking at the mirror with my baby.
Yeah.
And she was crying, so I was making her smile. So my girl was behind me. I didn't see her.
And she took it off the mirror?
Off the mirror. That picture is off the mirror.
Dude, I guess I haven't seen that one yet. Because every single picture I've seen, dude, you got like the. It's like.
I was trying to make my baby smile.
It's like from the 1800s when no one ever smiled at a picture ever. And he's like one of the nicest guys in the world. He's always smiling down here. No, dude, come on, man. You got to get over that, dude. I'm serious. I notice shit like that. I know I'm weird. I notice shit like that. I was just about to do something. Oh, I'm gonna reset my stream here to see if it's me or was it this. Or my phone just lagging. All right, so now here we go. Stream still going well? No, it's what the heck, man? Hold on, no, I wasn't all the way over. There we go. Now I'm caught up. It was just me. Yes, sir. U.S. Pool Network. This is live at Griff's in Las Vegas, Nevada. It's a $500 entry fee tournament. First place was, how much was first place? Like $6,000. $6,800 for first place. 20 players. So 68. I'll throw the numbers up for you real quick. So with sides and everything, it's $6,800 for first, $37.37 for second, $23.59 for third, and $1,600 for fourth. It is a low Fargo tournament, so
I think they start out at 450.
Fargo's.
Yeah.
No, I got a friend that's got a 47 Fargo.
Oh, God. Does he know how to put his two together?
He does not, so I cut him slack. He hasn't won very many matches as long as I don't think they they give you a starter rating. I don't think they give him a starter rating.
Yeah. I think it starts out at 450.
They start depends on your player rating. They haven't. It used to
I
be. It
started
used to
out
be
at a
510. Used to be 525. I started out at 525,
Oh, okay. I think that's what I started out as.
and I played BCA pool league, and I got third in top shooter, and went all the way down to 480. Then I won everything there was under 500 Fargos. Everything, and eventually went back up. I know some other stories of players that play, good 650, 675, 700, and their Fargos are like 599. And for a while there was a lot of 600 under tournaments, and he was just crushing them.
Yeah.
One of your buddies. He is a buddy of yours. Greg Cool.
Oh God.
He won more than he won. We're just running. We got a singles 500 entry fee tournament right. P Fox. Oh, I think so. What? Was it here at Griff's? It's very possible. Good morning, Constantine. How you doing, bro? Yeah, it's 9-ball. There's a couple of them. Constantine, is there another tournament in town right now for 9-ball?
There is. It's 575. It's 8-ball. 575 and under at
Banging balls. Is that a mob production? Yeah. So there's an 8-ball at Mob Productions or at Banging Balls today.
I like that place.
Yeah,
Just
yeah,
out
yeah.
of the way.
Yeah.
Just out of the way.
Oh. I thought I was getting some action there. I didn't. It's better than your number one. All right, I appreciate it. Thank you so much. I've had enough of those already. Oh, you're kidding. That was the first hour. We can probably mic you up again. Close enough. Like it. Let's get you back on the mic. Green light, baby. Green light special.
Green light special.
There you go.
Oh, you're playing good, Ren.
Remember these guys are playing.
Yeah, it's 2-1.
So I'm getting a polygraph booth.
Oh God, I ain't never going in there. Is that where they make you tell the truth?
I've never known you not to tell the truth. So
yeah. Let's just go there. Yeah.
You can pass that one. Yeah. The lie detector's not a problem because I don't fucking lie. It's one of them moments.
I don't get caught. That's what it is.
Yeah, oh, for sure.
This guy's gonna try to underspin this ball.
Oh, that's a nice. Oh, overspun.
Oh, he underspun it. That's why it went so far. If he put English on the ball, he wouldn't have jumped off the rail so fast. But he center balled it.
So what are you doing here? You bank it to the corner. If it goes 2 rails, safe, like safe speed. So
well, that's a goofy shot, especially with a side ball haunting you right there. I'd bank this in the side. Play the cue ball 4 rails around.
He's banking to the side.
Yeah, it's
for the money.
It's a safer play.
Here we go. Zow!
Very nice.
Nice shot. 2-2.
Yeah.
Earl coming back. 2-2. Is a race to 7.
Oh, this is the loser side. Okay.
This is the loser side.
So now what is there? 7 or 8 players left?
So we got 2 on the winner's side. Let me pull up the bracket and just instead of me guessing, I know they're playing for the hot seat over there.
Okay, so there should be 6 players left then.
And I can put my phone back in.
2 and 4.
So I think that sounds right to me. 2 and 4. That does sound right. There might be 2 and 4 and 2 waiting. It still might be 8. There might be 5th and 6th that lost in the quarterfinals.
Yeah, that's
right?
possible.
Let me pull up my Facebook. So you can go live to my Facebook, guys, and I've got not only to the stream, but I've also got digital pool.
Yep. Ooh, this guy's breaking out in space. Everybody else has been breaking on the rail. See how much spin he gets. No, he's breaking off the rail just from a different spot than everybody else.
That's the Shane Van Boeing break. It's usually a.
No, he's using the rail.
Oh. Oh, I see what you're saying. I always break. I always do the old school from the side.
Yeah.
And then control the one ball.
Yeah, I try to just play shape on the one, get the wing ball.
Yeah. So here's digital
Suited
pool,
me well.
the best program in the world.
The best in the world?
Man, I'm telling you, it's just fantastic. Listen, I don't have to keep score no more. I fall asleep and miss scores all the time. And if the players are doing it, I don't have to worry about it. They got to worry about it. Hey, making my life easy. Yeah, so that is the hot seat match over there. It's all right. It's 1-0, Tom.
Imagine that.
Well, he's playing Louisiana, man. It's a tough matchup. Yeah, so that's exactly what we got. So we got the 7th and 8th place playing right now with the 4th and 5th waiting. So we still got 8. We still got 2, 4, 6, 8 players.
There he is. My relief.
I want to go where's that JJ guy?
He's right over there, sir. White hat.
On his advertisement, you see the guy and the girl?
Yeah.
Bad boys, bad girls.
Bad boys, bad girls. Right in there for pool. APA for 5 years. It turned everybody into bad boys and bad girls. Just daughters.
I love it. I never heard. That's awesome. Oh, that's funny. Yeah, no, yeah.
And he did it with a Z. Bad boys. I got this Goomba here, been over here for at least an hour, I would say.
Yeah, I've been here about.
So we're down to 6. We got 8 players left.
Yeah.
Yeah, we got Tom in the hot seat. We got 7th and 8th playing. Oh, no, he's not in the hot seat yet. He's playing for the hot
seat. Spidey Man.
He's playing for the hot seat. Oh, he's playing.
Yeah, good. I call him Spidey.
Me and him played a little.
He looks just like Tom Holland.
2 days ago. He ran some racks on me. Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
A lot of heart, too.
That always helps.
Got a lot of heart.
I remember it well. I just can't do it anymore.
And competitive. He put a 3-pack on me the other day we were gambling. He put a 3-pack on me, all right? That's pretty good. That's not bad, sir. You know, for a 5-15 Fargo, 3-pack's real good.
I looked at the chip tournament lately.
Oh, yeah. Oh, my God.
Girl, Trish, she can't run 3 balls with one.
Yes.
That's what they're designed for. That's what they're designed for.
Because it's all about luck. Sometimes you just get the rolls. They're getting the rolls.
How did that girl I see?
Yes. Yeah.
No, yeah. No, I understand.
So she won the tournament. She was playing Derek. We talked about this earlier. We talked about this earlier. She came on and she was on the stream, and he broke and left her the 1-9 for the win. That's how she won. That's exactly how she won. That's what someone else said to me too. I said, yeah. I said, but you got to give her some credit. She got there. I mean, there's like you have to still get it.
This happened this must have been about 8-9 years ago. I was sitting in a tournament and Corey was sitting next to me, Corey Duell, and he was complaining about this guy in the finals who couldn't make 4 balls in a row. He's like, I can give that guy the break and the 7 and the 4 games on the wire to set. How is he in the finals? I said, look, suckers got to win once in a while. That's it. That's all there is. Because if they didn't win once in a while, there wouldn't be any tournament.
Here's my
explanation. The best player won all the time.
Here's my explanation.
You understand what I'm saying, though? That's just baloney, but I agree with you.
Me and Joe Klimchek played the chip tournament. We got 7 or 8 chips, and we went over. We won nothing. Came back the next week, same scenario. We went 18 in a row. And out of the 18 games, we may have won 8, and everybody gave us the 8 or the 8 and the 9.
The time that I won the tournament here, I had 3 guys miss the 9 ball. So I mean, it just you know what I mean. I got 4 chips and I ended up winning. But even after the reshuffle, I had 2. But I had 3 or 4 guys miss the 9 or the 8.
Man,
And that's the only way I can win.
Most likely, you don't have to have that, but most likely it's for
I need it more than not.
things like that are going to happen.
Yeah, because if it breaks even, you know,
We don't have a lot of time too with this stuff, but
Yeah.
long story short, Josh and I won 15 in a row to start the tournament,
yeah, but that's two good players playing. Yes.
and never come close to it.
It didn't cash. It
15
didn't cash.
games in a row. And this is easy time.
yeah.
I don't know. That probably changed it, Josh.
And here's something else too. You know they won those.
Started the
They
tournament
they
off 15 in a row.
they won those 15 games in a row, and it took them 15 minutes.
That's now she's catching on to that. Like the other day, I lost on table 9 or whatever it is
Yeah.
right there, and I came in, I stopped it.
Right.
Wait. They came back up. She's getting ready to blast something. You know? I said, well, we just lost that night. She goes, oh, I know. I see. No balls aren't getting whacked. Now she's catching on to the stall or the people that
Someone tell you what the trick is.
coming up and tell them when they lose.
Yeah.
She's streaming the cameras on her phone and can see all those tables now.
That's right.
She no longer has to go down there. She just looks at her
That
phone.
was about a month ago when the guys, I won 6 or 7 games in a row. The black kid. Prasad
Yes.
saw it. Well, 2 guys stood there and hit the 5 over here. The other guy hit over here. Over here. Over here. Over here. Over here. I said, you fucking guys are
But no one
I put
won.
my money in that pot, man.
And you won how many games?
Bang the 5. Yeah.
He won 8 games of pool. I never played one.
Oh, that's awesome.
It happens a lot. Listen, it happens a lot. I'm not gonna.
She got it figured out a little bit now.
Yeah.
She does.
She didn't want to admit
No,
that was going on.
There was an issue. Yes.
I said, how can you not? I'm just going to shut up. Let me tell you, it's going on.
Mike Massey came in here and said it to her one time, and she was like, "No," and he's like, "Yes."
My turn. No, it's not. It's somebody else's. And Chris Adams brought it over here and introduced it to Mark.
Yeah.
And Mark fell in love with it. And now he fell in love with Chris, too. Out of a bar over there.
Yeah.
I'm partners with him.
Yeah.
I said, this kid's all right with me. Let's go. Let's do some business together. That's how, and I know that stuff.
Me too.
Chris was over there in Arizona doing it.
He's got that place cooking too, buddy.
That place is taking a ton.
It's freaking. It's like the bar is 5 people deep at the bar
Yeah.
because they can't wait on the waitresses. Yeah. Party.
That's funny. The first time I actually left California.
No, back to back to her. Because we can't let her.
Okay.
Say
You're talking about
that.
Trish
She
Diamond?
can claim this is all her doing.
Oh no, you're not. Yeah, I know you're.
She does do
Tournament
that
director.
though.
She owns it.
She says she does, but she doesn't.
What?
But she'll say it. She'll say my tournament. She said that to me too.
Match over here. Him and her and that manager came up. What do
Brandon?
you think of this? It cost me $200. This guy doubled the bet. and everything. I lost $200. The match I should have broke even on because I chatted.
At minimum.
Yeah.
I chatted with him. To make a long story short, they want to start a season-ending tour.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
You know,
Yes.
So that's a pretty good idea. Yeah, I like that idea.
I hate it.
Listen, I didn't know some people already got 10 chips.
There's,
They're in the door.
there's 2 at 10 and 1 at 9.
What happened to start everybody even and
That's-
having a
Yeah.
season-ending
Now
event?
that. Yeah. Now
This is
that.
Now it's
Yeah.
done.
This is what's upsetting me. I had
I'm
to get.
telling
I had
you,
to,
2 people had 10 chips already.
They brought it up. They told everybody that on Friday, right? And I'm here. I'm working here, right? They don't even tell me. I'm shooting Thursday's tournament. I got the win, but I was like, I don't care if I win. Let the guy win because we were splitting anyway. And I just banged the crap out of the ball, and I got second. And then I found out that the next night that I would have been in the tournament. I would have got
You
more.
got 4. You did win before you get an extra 1.
So the pressure on me to get up.
We split it. We ended up
Yeah.
color kid.
Yeah.
Crushed it.
Yeah. I love that guy.
And then we won it the next week, and we should have got extra chips.
Yeah.
But we didn't know anything was coming.
I had no idea.
I said, no, I wish we would have known.
Yes.
We got 10 chips and we started the tour. They're looking at me the leading chip leader.
Yeah.
Without
That's
fucking
crazy.
playing one event.
I've got second place many times because I didn't care if I won. It's like an Emma split, and I was like, I don't care. You can win. I don't care. Yeah, I don't care. Now I'm paying for it because I don't have a win, and so I'm not in the finals. No, I got no chips, 0.
How many are still left in this tournament?
We're down
6 or 8.
It might be down to it's either between 6 and 8. Between 6 and 8.
6 and 8 players?
Yeah, we got the hot seat playing over there. I've got one of the
Losers matches over here.
Are you ready, Ronnie? I've been sitting here for about 2 hours. You want to take over? Start talking?
He said no. I swear that was.
I don't know.
Tell them some of the road
Could be
stories.
Joe Biden. Here.
You don't have to yet. When you're ready, come over. Okay.
Yeah, break, huh?
Yeah. I've been for a while.
His ass is sore. Tries to be mine is. Oh, I'm sorry. Was that live?
Yeah.
Oops.
Thank you, Eric. That was fun.
So I got questions I'm going to ask you just to get it started. So be prepared. Nothing crazy though. You know me. I don't go crazy. Richard.
My chief is back in town.
Listen, I called him George Burns earlier.
That's Gracie's husband.
Gracie. Where's Gracie? Oh, there she is. All right, bro, let's get you hooked up here. Green light means you're on. I got these nice ones, man. It's like you're officially
No cough into the thingy.
I cough, choke, wicked sweat, eat pizza loud. So, since I got you over, Mr. Ronnie Wiseman.
All right, buddy. Eric,
So,
what you got going on? Billiard head?
we know all the pros know you. Facts, they know you. That's a fact, right? So
Every one of them characters.
all the social players.
The social players are different. Yeah,
They-
I know
right.
some of them too.
But a lot of them don't know you.
You're probably right there.
Because
a lot of them don't know me because
I've been-
I don't go out on the tour anymore, so
Yeah.
they're
And,
not going to know me.
and I've been
No
playing
of, that's
pool
about it.
as a social player my whole life. So, and I know, being down in Florida, I know a lot of the, I don't know, but I've met or know of a lot of the touring pros,
Right on.
and I didn't know of you.
Okay, yeah. I wasn't
So,
from
so in my
Florida.
opinion, you're one of the top. Yes, You're one- yes, I am from Florida.
No, I wasn't from Florida. You didn't know me.
Yeah. So,
They get sponsored by the Seminole Tribe of Florida.
oh, you did?
Yeah, for almost 2 years. I had secretary and everybody. I had
Wait,
everything.
what?
I had all the money I wanted. Them guys got a lot of money. Guys,
Yeah,
Seminole
they
Tribe
got
of
a
Florida.
lot of them. They
Kobe Osceola and I are very good friends.
which is the leader of the Seminole
Well,
Tribe?
his dad was the leader. But
Okay.
their whole group is the ones that make most of the decisions when they go into the board meetings.
Sure.
And they were sponsoring pool at the time. They're having the Florida tour and all that. And I was heavy into it down then.
And it is one of the biggest tribes too, because
Oh.
down in Florida, like all the bad crap that happened to Indians, most of it was out west, not in the Florida area.
Yeah, I'm not sure how they ended up with getting the kind of money they get over there. Over there, yeah.
I mentioned that
We're
I
talking
called you
about-
Chief Richard. Chief out of here, buddy.
So, anyways, yeah. Once some things happened down there, they said, Ronnie, we got some room to give you some sponsorship money if you like to play for us, And here's what the offer was, and they made a beautiful offer, to where I didn't have to book a reservation or pay an
They took-
entry fee or book any kind of reservation.
So you had
flight, hotel.
so you had planned, you figured something out, and you just call the secretary and she'd hook you up, or
Exactly, yeah. And she actually knew the schedule, so she called me. It was a beautiful way of getting sponsored.
yeah.
It made things a lot easier in life for a play while you're playing.
So it's funny you brought this up because earlier we talked about it, and sponsorships now, from what I noticed, or maybe I don't know a lot, but a lot of it is just like if you get a pool cue sponsor, they're going to give you pool cues. It's
That's
like
how it works now. And then they'll sell them to get the money
right. They let
or
you
raffle them.
raffle them off because that's of course more money.
Yes. And they're doing pretty good with it.
So that's working
sure.
out. So you don't mind that one bit? Like
I
that's
would
okay.
I would not prefer that. I would
Right.
prefer it the other way.
The Seminole Indians way.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. Or the way like Q6 International used to do it too. Johnny Archer was sponsored from USA and I was sponsored from Canada.
Okay.
That was before the Indians. And then I changed cues. So, couldn't let them. We couldn't get sponsored by them anymore. I went over with my good friend who actually just passed away, Alan McCarty, who started up Predator.
Sure. Oh, he started Predator.
He started Predator.
Wow. Okay.
Over in Michigan, and moved ended up doing real well. I found out today by the guy who writes for Billiard Digest, or he owns it, Mike Palazzo,
Yeah.
that either he started as a business called Clausen Cues and then progressed. But I knew him when he started Predator Cues and had the robot. We'd go to his office. He had this robot hitting balls with this shaft until it figured out.
Like a robotic pool player.
Basically, you should have seen this thing. It had a cue in his arm, would go like this, back and forth, and that's how he got started. And then eventually, you know, the business flourished and went up moving to Jacksonville. Predator Cues.
Okay, which we know now.
Alan McCarty, which is known now, is humongous. What he did for pool
and that's started here in the United States, because when I think of Predator Cues, I think China.
Yeah, no, it started right here.
Oh, I didn't know that. That's all right.
Yeah, the guy had a vision, and away he went, and it worked out.
And he's still part of.
He just passed away.
Oh, so he was
last week.
Oh,
they sold it to whoever the gentleman's name is that owns it now. I don't know him off the top of my head, but. And they just flourished some more, you know. They took it worldwide.
Yes.
Where he had it all USA. He lived in Jacksonville, Florida.
Okay. See, I didn't know that. I didn't even know that. So you're talking about, I'm assuming you're talking about 80s maybe.
Well, when he moved, it was, no.
90s?
Yeah, definitely 90s.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Because I remember I was talking to a guy who he really fell in love with, Charlie Williams, who started the UPA tour and did a lot of things for pool.
Sure.
Charlie did a nice write-up on him today.
Oh, he did?
Yeah. And make a long story short, I chimed in a little bit, and we just hashed about it a little bit, and it was really a good conversation. But with that being said, Alan McCarty, he started in Michigan. Used to come play $20 one pocket. We had a little divey kind of pool, and we hung out at Oak Park.
Sure.
And he'd bring his dog in. Dog would sit there for a couple hours. A hound dog, man.
I had a boxer.
Fucking cracking me up. You come in there, he indulged. We can talk about now. He liked a little marijuana once in a while, you know, to relax. Him out, relax.
Yeah.
Play a little $20 one pocket. Spend the afternoon. He was like there daily, a handful of days a week, and he knew all the hot shots and big shots around that pool area, pool scene. In Detroit when it was at the Rack, and he was just a great piece of the atmosphere in the environment over there in Michigan.
So he will be missed in the pool community, obviously.
Well, he'll be missed by whoever that knew him over there in Jacksonville, or he went fishing with.
Yeah,
and
good
passed his time with. Yeah, I don't know what happened to him exactly, but
I'm ready to ask you the hard question.
He's gone.
Are you ready for the hard question?
Go for it.
Do you use an aiming system? I've asked every single person that sat down here, and 90% said yes.
Yeah,
so
I'm going to tell you, no, not really, not at all. I go by feel.
So
in sense, because of the.
Well, you've been playing long enough, you just see it, I'm assuming.
No. Even when I learned, you learn, you're supposed to hit the ball this spot. But that's all done via repetitions and. Repetitiously by basically practicing all the little things that you do.
So your eyes take over?
Yeah, so the hand-eye coordination will take over. So yeah, I do not like using an aiming system. Now, a kicking system is a little different. You can read the diamonds on the table as long as the cloth is good and the rails are good. It's going to be, it's very effective as far as systems go. But still, you got to have a great sense of feel and hand-eye coordination.
So what about with banking? Do you use kind of the same thing you do for kicking, or is that also a feel, like you see it, you feel it, you know it?
No, it's another, you can use the system for banking as long as you're not putting any English on the cue ball.
Right. Because that will manipulate
that helps. It. Absolutely.
Sure.
And if it needs it, then you got to allow for that. That's the hand-eye coordination and your instincts.
Or everything.
Your pool playing instincts have to be all the repetitious practicing and experimenting, try things, experiment, go that route. And
So you would consider yourself a natural born player,
No, I think
or did you just
I
work
would-
so
I
hard
would
at
say
it?
I worked pretty hard at it, but
Okay.
that was after all the baseball and stuff I did. And I threw my arm out, but the hand-eye coordination come from that.
Oh, so
So
you
that's
were
a
a
little
jock when you were
natural.
younger. That's trying to
Yeah,
say.
man.
That's what we call it back where I'm from.
That's what-
Call it just
That's
jocks,
exactly
man.
what we were when we were younger. We loved being a jock too. All the girls
Life
loved us
was
too.
good.
All the girls, life was good, man.
High
A hot
school was a
teenager guy
fantastic thing.
and girls. Yeah, man, it was great. It
All right,
was a lot
so
of fun.
what position did you play in baseball?
I pitched and played a little bit of third base.
Okay.
Yeah,
I played third
had a
and
lot
left
of
field.
fun. Did you? That's
Yeah.
great. A lot
Wasn't
of
any
fun,
good.
wasn't it? I lasted till I was about 19 before I threw my arm up throwing curveballs.
Sure.
You know, and that's when
No Tommy John surgery for you?
I had Mark Fidrich surgery.
Oh, what's that?
That was called. It was a tendon. Yeah, it
It's
was
the
like
shoulder, not the elbow?
It was a shoulder.
Ah.
Yeah, not the elbow.
Okay.
Yeah, I got a nice scar from it, and it stopped me from doing anything like overhead.
Yeah.
You know, I couldn't lift nothing overhead for a long time. And make a long story short, that's when I don't know, somehow I ended up going to family billiards around our neighborhood and started playing pool. And the owner started up by beating me with a broomstick and chalking up the wooden part of the broomstick.
Handle.
I said, man, that shit can't happen. I can't let that happen. I'm too competitive and all that. I got to do, you know. So anyways, yeah, he gave me a lot of lessons.
So
I got lessons, and I had a little hand-eye coordination, and I loved the
Playing.
sound of the
Just
ball hitting
being
the
on the
pocket,
table.
man. That's like hitting a baseball right on the button, you know.
I got a question about the broom handle.
Oh, go for it. It was just,
How many people have you done it to?
oh, I only done it to a couple. It had to be real rookies for me to be able to beat them like that.
We used to have a monthly tournament that was either mops or broomsticks, or you had to shoot with it.
Oh,
We had
yeah?
people whittling them down, trying to make
Isn't that
it
something? Well, I didn't know. Well, we didn't have a lot of that in Canada, where I was from, but I can see where they'll do it a lot
We did a
over
lot of
here in the great U.S. of A. The land of the chance takers. I can take a
Florida,
chance
all
on
state of
everything.
Florida, all state of Florida is like that.
Florida was great. What a great place that was to go for. I went there for about 20 years.
Oh, you were down there for 20 years?
Every winter I'd go down that area.
So
I knew Marge
like
from Hollywood Billiards pretty good.
I always said that there's like two areas that were really hot, which was either the Tampa area or down like Fort Lauderdale, like down there, Hollywood, down south.
Yeah, Monster John was the guy I used to go and play a lot. You know him. He's from Jacksonville.
He's from Jacksonville.
He
We
was.
talked about him before. I don't
Yeah.
really know him. I know
Yeah.
of him.
Oh, great,
There's a
great
different-
player. Originally
yeah.
from, actually, this is funny. He was from Jacksonville, North Carolina, ended up in Jacksonville, Florida, but all the action was down there in Miami, so he spent a lot of time.
All the action was south.
Yeah, he spent a lot of time down there in Fort
Because
Lauderdale, Miami.
The few upper level tournaments I played, it was everybody coming up.
Ernest is here.
Teammate.
Good morning.
How you doing, Ernest?
Hello, sir.
You ready
buddy?
to play? It's a week. We got a week now.
He said I could play 8 weeks.
You can play whenever you want.
All right. I'm
I
playing
got
with
so many people. Anytime you're freaking in the game, you're in. I got man. He's a league player, man.
Yeah, I know he is. I went over good times. I saw both you guys there
Oh, that's
having a
right.
good time.
You're like, what the hell are you guys doing here?
Tournament they had here.
You
You
won
told me that.
tournament?
Yeah, you told me
Listen,
the $5 tournament
that's
paid
because he beat me.
$375.
If he didn't beat me, he doesn't win it. All right.
And that big mouth Ray,
Wait.
big guy with the glasses
Yeah.
that's up,
Oh,
right? So I
yes.
beat him first, 4-0. Right? He
Right,
thinks
right.
he's the best. He's a
Okay.
You were live on stream, so
Friday,
no
when I
problem.
was here, I'm on that table, and he goes, "Come on, let's play." I said, "All right, I'll play you 100 a
He-
game, one pocket."
No.
He says, "No, I can't play you one pocket."
Which Ray is this we're talking about first?
It is a social league pool player. That's all he is. But he's very.
Cocky, thinks he's the best bar table player there is.
Odds are you don't know the guy because I barely know the guy. I just only because it's league.
I was just thinking there's a Ray over there. I know, but probably wasn't him.
Constantine just asked me
It's
to play.
it's kind of a
For
big.
table.
It's a kind of a. Huh?
Constantine just asked me.
Well, I don't feel too special because he asked me to.
I know. He wants 9-7 from me.
Oh, wow, that's all?
We'll just
One
tell
more
the
like-
girls they'll get off.
No, they're
Oh, they are.
I think so.
Oh, okay.
I got the next back.
Okay, so back to the aiming system.
Yes.
I don't do the aiming system. I just
At
go
all.
by. No, I mean, it just
No.
comes natural now. But in the beginning, of course, you had to take the time out to figure out where to aim and how to hit the ball and all that. So I mean, I'm not against any kind of aiming system. Just that. Do I do it now? To answer your question,
No.
not anymore. No.
So I never did until I stuck down on my eye. And
Okay.
Jim Lewis
Oh, Jim Lewis.
showed me an aiming system with fractional aiming. No, what about it? Don't be talking about my buddy.
We got theories.
I like Jim.
We
Okay?
got theories out there. Jim Lewis, I got a
That's my-
buzz out of him, man. He was a character.
I know you do because we talked about this already. Go ahead. What was that now?
So he came to Philly.
Okay.
That's the big guy, Jim Lewis. That
Yeah.
guy? Okay.
Hey, he's up in that area all the time now.
I played
Philadelphia.
in Philly. We played 50 a game one pocket.
Okay.
In 13 games.
Okay.
5 in the morning. And he's trying to talk my house guy into staying. It was 5 o'clock. They want to go home. So I got paid. The next day he played Freddie Flowers. Guy likes to play back pocket, all this stuff. Stiffed him for 1,800. Never seen him like that.
He's down there all the time.
Not in Philly.
I saw him in Philly.
Hey, if you open your legs, things can happen in life.
The
Don't open your legs. Don't open your legs like that.
No, I heard he was a tough guy, so I don't.
no, he is. That he
Well,
is.
yeah, I would.
He'll
believe
fight
he,
at a heartbeat.
Yeah, I believe
I-
he's a big guy, so he could be.
I seen him take trick
Effective.
60 and put him through a piece of plywood. So
Did you really?
yeah, that was back at Q
60
Club. and-
got a little mouthy with him, huh?
Yeah. So all right, so we got back to you again, my friend.
All right, my friend. Let's go.
So me and Amy's system was once I stuck it down my eye. Jim showed me like it's like fractional aiming where I'm using center of the cue ball to 3/4 edge
Okay.
and multiples, and it's working for me. So it took me. I understood what he was saying in 5 minutes. It took me probably a year to really get a feel for it. And I've got a feel
That
for
sounds about right.
it. It's about a year.
It's such a long process.
Yeah. So, but with the state I was in,
For a lot of people.
I needed something. To be honest, I had to relearn shooting.
That makes sense.
My dominant eye too. Okay, so now we just want to see if we can get some good stories out of you that are not, just nice and PG, nothing too crazy. It could be-
PG.
yeah, I mean it
I
could
come
be.
from a different era. There's no PG, man.
Okay, so let's hear the good ones. It's great. And we got, yeah, I do not hold back on here. Like if you've ever listened to me in here, I can talk some smack, and part of it is because this is a 525 and under tournament.
Right.
So it's a race to 7. It's going to take about an hour and a half.
Oh, okay. So you guys, it's going to take that long because it's 8-ball.
It's not.
Oh, it's 9-ball. Oh, that's different now. So they're not playing too well.
So I'm going to tell you who's playing.
So I can tell you a story. I'll tell you a
Tell me.
story. Here's a pretty good story
Okay.
that how I got started really playing pool.
And this is Ronnie Wiseman, in case you just joined the page.
Being around the pool room over in Canada was kind of, it was a $20 pool scene where people, we all worked
Sure.
and we all just played pool for pastime.
And you had to have a little bit
enjoyment.
of a little number for competitiveness.
Yeah, we make a little sweat bet on it.
Yeah.
And go at it. Sometimes somebody's steam and blow some money, but usually we're just social players. We play snooker. So this guy started a thing called Town and Country Amusements, which was a bar league turned into being the Valley Bar League.
Oh, really?
So we started to join. He would go and get everybody to join. Everybody who played pool in town would join. And he organized this pool league. So the way we went, we would show up. We went from a 12-foot snooker table to a 3.5 by 7 bar table. So we thought it was a joke, right?
It's a joke.
Now it was a joke. I mean, that fucking half of us never ever missed a ball on it, or we just didn't know how to play the right position or pattern the balls and all that stuff. So now we would battle it out, and we got into it. It was fun. There was some really good players in our area, so it was competitive. The guys would get their buddies on their team. We'd get them from this side of town, that side of town. So anyways, make a long story short, I worked at Chrysler's, which was a factory. I was a temporary part-time guy, but make a long story short, I turned it into a full-time job because it paid pretty good. Everything paid good, everything. So I figured I'd do that for a while and save up some money while we were having fun with the pool scene. All of a sudden, this guy showed up every Friday night at the bar we played at, and I played in our league at. And he was from the USA, and he'd want to play us some 20 a game,
Just so like
just to fit in.
yes.
So eventually, after we lose 200 or 300 to him because he robbed us,
It was
we had no chance. He knew everything. He was a real good,
bar box
he was
too,
a
right?
real good player.
Yeah. Yes.
You know, he must
He's
have
getting out on
crossed the border,
Yeah.
and he just rob us. And then I'd get, I wasn't the best player in town. I'd say I'd get one of my buddies to come and play him.
Right.
He'd rob him too.
That you thought was better than you, correct?
Yep. And then the best player in town finally showed up. His name was Pat White, and the other guy was Bob Perry.
Okay.
And they show up, and he robbed all of us. He beat us out 800-900, and away you went, you know. He said, if you want, I'll come back next week.
Yeah, if you want, I'll volunteer.
I said, make sure you come a little earlier next week, because we were like a little hot. We want to get our money back. Right?
So he was waiting for you to get paid.
Oh, he waited every Friday night. We got paid.
He'd
come back. He'd come back. I'm telling you, this went on for a couple of months until
the guys
we figured out how to play this 8-ball stuff on a little dinky bar table.
Yeah.
Where this guy was. So we got a little line on him as to where he hangs out and what his name was. It turns out it was a guy named Isaac Gonzalez.
Okay.
Nicknamed Miami.
His nickname was Miami.
Listen, he beat us with one hand. He beat us with two hands. He used to give him a spot, all kinds of different ways, until we went. And then after a while, he sent another friend over on Thursday nights. So that wasn't too smart because we didn't have much money left come Friday. We'd borrow money until we get our paycheck. Have to pay somebody back the money. So anyway, it turned into a vicious cycle. Make a long story short, after months of getting beat up on, all of a sudden, the guy came over and we broke even with him.
First time.
He didn't show up the next week.
So easy.
Fuck that guy, man.
So easy.
Fuck that guy. I know where he was from in Michigan, right down Hamtramck it was called. And there was poor and bars. And his name was Mike Freeze. He was a pretty cool guy. Make a long story short, we went over there and started finding him.
So you started chasing him down.
Then he introduced us to the 9-foot table.
Oh.
There we go again. We went off again. Now that happened a couple different times because we didn't have any 9-foot table pool rooms in Canada.
Right.
They all had bar tables or 12-foot snooker tables.
Really?
Or 10-foot snooker tables. So make a long story short, to cut the story a little short, eventually we figured out how to play, and eventually that guy disappeared. We couldn't find him. We would look all over for him and talk to the pool owners.
I got a question for you. Is he the person that made you the pool player you are today?
I think he helped a lot.
You know what? Because he got you.
I'll tell you what, I believe he helped a lot.
Yeah.
Because
just that style, just that move.
This story gets a little bit better.
Then
it's over.
Okay.
I've been living out here a few years.
Nevada.
Nevada. Las Vegas, Nevada here.
Okay.
And make a long story short, one day I'd come in a pool to practice or get a game, try and catch a game or do something a little fun in life. And the guy taps you on the shoulder. And he says, Ronnie, do you remember me? This has been 15 or more years. I said, hell no, I don't.
Who are you?
He says, Mike Freeze. He tapped me on the shoulder. And I forgot all about this guy. And then all of a sudden, everything ran through my head again about this guy. He says, here's the 300 I owe you. I said, what?
What are you talking about?
He said, don't you remember I couldn't pay the last set? The last time we played 15 fucking years ago. I said, Mike Freeze. Wow, I love you, man.
How many people you wish would walk up?
Oh, I wish a lot of people would do that.
Bring you the 300 bucks.
That's a pretty fun story, though. That's a fun memory. Fun memory. Mike Freeze. If you're out there, if you're ever anywhere, man, God bless you, brother.
So he's here in town.
He lives here in town, but he's got some ailments that he can't. I guess some family here, but ailments he can't get out like he used to. But he did come search me out. Pretty good story.
So he just heard you were in town and
somehow, he was a pool player at heart, and a worker. He worked. We all from Detroit area in my little town,
Working pool players.
We all work in pool players.
Yeah.
We worked in. A lot of us worked for the Chrysler Ford, General Motors.
Sure.
Whether it be in the business end of it or the labor end of it, we all did it, or the trade end of it. It was a lot of it. So that's where we come from, and that's why that money came hard. And we played hard for our money.
Because
that money was fucking hard, come by hard. You work hard, spot weld cars, paint them.
And he was sneaking over there cashing out.
He was cashing out like a champ. Great story.
Oh, God. You know what? I like you guys so much. I'll be back next Friday night.
Yep, that was great.
We guys drink? I mean, of course you're drinking, right?
Yeah,
we're drinking.
Hell yeah, we're drinking. Drinking beers and gambling at pool.
Having a good time.
20 a game and shit. Getting absolutely.
So that was the start of the bug.
That was the start of the bug as far as the pool.
Yes.
We already had the snooker bug.
Oh, oh yeah.
It was all three of us I just mentioned were pretty sporty, real sporty snooker players. We'd chase some tournaments up in Toronto. We'd take Monday night off work because we go play a Sunday tournament in Toronto. We didn't have much of it in our hometown. The competition was just amongst three of us. So we chased down some competition. Man, did we run into some competition, Well,
snooker was a huge thing in Canada.
Yeah, it was forever. So
yeah.
So eventually, that was a big game, right? So that was our go-to game. So eventually, we went over to the Detroit, not chasing the guy in the bar anymore.
Okay.
We go to the pool rooms.
Yeah.
Well, in the pool rooms, there was a guy named Cornbread Red.
Well,
the
everybody
guy
knows that, right?
Gonzalez, Harry
Sure.
the Horse, Fast Freddie, Freddie Salem, Jerry Howard,
Freddie.
the Bulldog. Fast Freddie was, I think it was real. Freddie Hess is his name. Freddie Hess.
Have we talked about him before?
I don't recall.
But
what a shady character. Great shady character.
So let me say
Great
something.
stories.
Let me say something.
Freddie Hess.
I worked for a guy here in Las Vegas doing a sports betting thing, and his name was that was Fast Freddie. That's Fat Freddie, not Fast Freddie.
Okay.
It's Fat Freddie.
Well, don't worry. Anybody named Freddie might be like that.
He had hustle in his soul, that's for sure.
This guy was a good hustler, a real good hustler. There's a story that now when you talk about Fast Freddie, I'm going to give you a fast story on Fast Freddie.
Okay.
I was a real good player coming up in Detroit playing the 9-ball because of the snooker background. It helped a lot. And I won a few tournaments and
sure
developed a nickname, the Motor City Madman, all that crazy stuff.
So,
Freddie was from Paducah, Kentucky.
Okay.
That's where Cornbread Red was from, but he lives in Detroit now. But Freddie liked to go. There was action, I guess, up there in Paducah because he said, Ronnie, I want to take you on the road. And
Fast Freddie did?
Get you some, yeah, we'll make some real nice scores, he said.
Sure.
So I said, oh, yeah? That sounds pretty interesting, very challenging. I said, man, I love the thrill of the hunt.
Yeah.
To go hunting on the road for some action. So he took me down to Paducah, Kentucky. And he brought me into a place. It was like a little hamburger bar with a couple bar tables in front. And he dropped me off. And he went in and told me, he says, play the bartender. I said, you're coming with me, right? He said, oh, no, I can't go in there. I said, what do you mean you can't go in? He said, well, you won't get to play anybody if I go in. They think I'm the shit.
They already know that
you're with me.
Yeah.
You're going to get beat if you play the guy with me.
Yeah.
That kind of thing.
Yeah, sure.
So I went in there, and the guy there was nobody really to play, but there was the cook and the bartender, whatever he was.
Okay.
His name was Beethoven. I said, so I played him some $50 sets, and he would hop over the bar or come in between us, giving people beers and play me some real cheap $50 sets. I got to thinking, I said, man, I came all the way here from Detroit to play $50 sets. They bet real high money in Detroit. So anyways, Beethoven turned out to be, as I later on, I won a few $100, to make a long story short. And then a guy came in the bar, brought me to his house, and I played him there, and I won some thousands. And Beethoven stayed with me. Well, it turns out when I ended up coming out here to Vegas eventually, Beethoven was the guy who makes the cues for Southwest. You know who I'm talking about? Uh, yeah, he's retired now.
Yeah.
It's a small world.
Um,
Small world, y'all. I can't think. Come on,
Al Lawrence.
Al Lawrence. Hey, Al.
I pulled that
You're
one
up there. Hi, buddy.
And his nickname
Remember
was
that story?
Beethoven, and he was that's really.
Now I ran into a guy out there. I had to hawk. I had a nice ring. I never hawked nothing. Never knew anything about hawking anything.
Yeah.
And being from Canada, a nice clean cut kid. Next thing you know, I ran out of money, and Freddie wasn't around. I couldn't get a hold of him. The guy was beating me. I said, "Hey, buddy, you got any money on you?" He said, I said, "I got this ring. It's worth a couple of thousand. Real nice diamond. Real pinky fucking ring."
Right.
I don't know what I was doing wearing
Old
that.
school. Old school.
Yeah, that was
That's
weird,
old school
man.
as I've ever heard. That's as old as they get.
Anyway, I hocked it to my friend there. And make a long story short. Oh, well, good for you. Good for you. Okay, good job. Well, at least we helped. I helped out. This was a high risk loan right here.
It paid off.
No,
Just
I got
loan,
my money
but
back.
that's nice. That's nice. That's nice.
Later, buddy. No, I'm good right now. I need a drink. So where was I again? Oh yeah, the guy. So I got a Beethoven give me some money on the ring, and he's with me. And I went to this guy's house. And know the guy. In the end, we beat the guy for some thousands. Turns out, I got the ring back. We got the money, and I went back. And it turns out the guy was some kind of gangster player person. And I went back to the hotel room and told Freddie everything that happened. I said, "I ain't doing this shit no more, man. Look at the spot I was in."
Yeah.
I said, "Here I play the guy. I got to play the guy for 50 a game,
Okay.
50 a set. Then I played the guy 50 a game. I did win
At his house.
At his house. It took me home, and I said, "Freddie, you couldn't answer the phone. I couldn't. I ran out of money. He only dropped me off with like 300 or something. Played the guy 50 a game. He said, well, nobody's going to beat you."
Right.
So
he wasn't worried about it.
He wasn't worried about it. But Freddie was a big hustler. He used to tell guys, we got bigger action down there, to make a long story short. He'd tell them all, he said, "Ronnie, I told them all you give cornbread to 7.
What did he do that for?
So he could get steak for a bunch of money. He asked me why you do it for. He said, "That's the fucking wrong with you, Freddie. You're gonna get a shot down there."
So that's you talk about real pressure, right?
He really did put it on me, man. He really did. That's how fast Freddie's story.
So that was
Quick
your
one.
next big step into the limelight.
That was
of
another
huge step.
Thrill of the
right?
hunt.
Yes.
Again, we went for a road trip.
Yes.
With a guy who couldn't go in the pool room or the
Because
bars
he was
that he
so well known.
because he was so well known.
Yeah.
Yeah. Or he's done something shady during his
You know
travels.
what it was.
It was most likely he did
Shady.
something fucking shady. And
I noticed
as
where
I
we
look
could make
back
some
now-
money, but I can't go in there.
Yeah, it made no sense. So I look back at it now. I understand if you're a knock, but he wasn't a knock. He was just a decent player.
Yeah.
But he did know some spots. So that's a fast Freddie's story.
So now we're going to
Not
get
bad.
into some stuff now. So about a year ago, you beat Nick Varner in a one pocket tournament and became the champion.
Yeah.
And so now you got to go return and defend your title.
Yeah, I'm going a couple of days from now. Yeah.
Where is that? What tournament is it? Give me some info on that. And what happened last year?
Well, it's a seniors one pocket tournament at Bogey's Billiards in Houston, Texas, and it's such a well-run, cool event that I'm going back.
Right.
I know I did win it, but I'm going back anyways. But the number one thing about it was that when I got there, it's a senior tournament. It's 65 and over. They start calling me a rookie.
Because
you're fucking wrong with you guys. Hey, this goofy when you get older, man.
You're the kid.
Fucking that rookie called me a rookie. That turned me on.
That alone, that's the guy kicking your ass for that one.
That turned me on. So I played exceptionally well and controlled just about every match I played, which was really, really cool to do because.
Get that feeling again of just having just letting
being
loose
in
and
control
going. Yeah.
and being in control and and have a lot of fun playing.
I wish I was there because I'd have definitely been. I would have had fun with that one.
Poor Nick Marner. I mean, he went through some tough matches though. When they played me, I didn't let him play the way he liked to play.
Yeah.
He likes to put all the balls down in one of the corners down there and grind it out big time. And I did just the opposite. I would put something near my hole and put him on the back rail, froze him on the back rail, and he would look at me like, "You're gonna leave me this shot, really?" Like, I said, "Yeah, but don't miss it, buddy. Don't miss it. I'm getting out here.
The bank is
I'm
wide
getting out
open.
here, and you can only get a couple."
Yeah.
So with that style, it worked out really good. Even though we had I think it was a hill match. I had a nice lead in the hill game. He had a couple of good games. They had a couple, as we do when we get older. You're gonna have some mistakes or mishaps. So I had a few. He had a few.
Yeah.
I just all I would say to them guys was make sure I'm shooting at the right pocket. I don't have any.
That's all you should have. Right
remember which pocket I'm at. Just for fun. I used to joke with them all. But they did have a pretty good time. We all had a good time. It was a good tournament. Looking forward to it.
It's
Nick Varner, what a player.
Yeah, that's what I was saying. And you beat him twice, right? Winter side and in the finals.
And beat him both sides. Yeah.
Was it a true double elimination in the finals?
I don't remember.
I
remember what pocket I go to.
But obviously you beat him the first set because it didn't matter. It didn't even matter.
He had a couple of them 5-6 hour matches, and I wasn't looking forward to that.
Woo! Like you said, his style of pushing all the balls down there.
Style of pushing all the balls.
What's that called when you create a little block in the corner?
I can't think of it right now. I can't. I know there's a name for it.
Think of it.
There's a cool name for it too. Yeah. The wedge.
You wedge it. Yeah, you wedge all the balls down.
All the balls down there.
And that's why his matches were so long because everybody told me that when you play Nick Varner, expect a long match, and that's what he would do. And he would just wedge all the balls and try to outplay you, outmove you from there. Wow.
Yeah, he was a real cool guy to play. He's very respectable.
You sure, of course.
Player, you know what I mean? What a class act. Yeah.
Yeah. So that was the one thing. But when I helped run the U.S. Open here a couple of years ago, man, it was the one thing I noticed that the professionals are pros. They act like it. They're professional. It's like they you don't have to watch a lot of hits. I watched 2 hits in 12 days.
Wow, that's amazing.
And it's because they called on themselves. There was no doubt. If there was a bad hit, it's a bad hit. There was not a single argument, nothing. Not the slightest issue.
Yeah, that's really cool, isn't it? That
really is.
Great. I mean, hats off to all them guys that are like that.
Yeah, and you think
it used to be like that. It used to be a little shady, you know. Now it's
you think like
got some integrity in the game.
Like Earl, Earl Strickland. Like people think that. I mean, I heard he's pretty. He's not that bad of a person. Doesn't smile a lot, but he's not that bad of a person. But there's some shady stuff. I mean, there was some sharking. I don't know how to say it. Sharking.
Yeah, he's definitely a shark.
I hate this. I mean, that's what I think.
You know what I mean? Just because he's very competitive and loud and tries to intimidate.
Yes.
And I mean, there's some things I could give you a quick one on him. When I took Pagulan on the road for the first time, he played in a tournament. I think it was a C.J. Wiley run tournament, and I remember he drew Earl Strickland in one of the matches, and I was sitting with him, babysitting him like I did. He was 17, 18, 19 years old, whatever.
So he was a pup.
He was a pup, and I talk about Earl being intimidating.
Right.
Well, the kid was getting ready to break the balls, and the cue ball was like on the line. And he
wasn't across it.
It wasn't across it or anything. If it was, it was. But it wasn't no major deal. Anyways, he tapped that cue, the table with his cue. Hey, kid, put that ball behind the line, like loud,
Right.
I looked over at him and said, hey, Earl, pipe it down, man. It's just a kid. Take it easy, man. You know what I mean? And he looked at me, he apologized. I'll never forget it.
He actually apologized.
I cracked up. I fucking cracked up and said, no apology needed. Take it easy on the kid, man. I mean, and then the kid went on and beat him.
Drilled him.
I couldn't believe it. Oh, my God.
Well, because he's got you covering his back.
Wow.
Right? Sometimes it helps to have somebody covering your back. You know that they're going to cover your back,
that's
right?
a huge deal.
Especially when you're
that's how
young
middle
like
of the
that.
game is. You know
Sure.
what I mean? You got to be comfortable.
Yes.
And he was so comfortable. And he beat that Strickland. I couldn't believe it.
You think that's what
I'll tell you one thing that kid, I gotta just give him a shout out. They taped all the matches down there.
Sure.
And when we left, I said, "You want to pick up one of these tapes or whatever?" And he said, "Yeah, I do." So we went and picked one out, and he picked the one out that he lost. And
You want to see? Really?
yeah, he wants to
He
see how he
didn't pick.
lost.
Yeah.
He didn't pick the Earl Strickland one that he won.
Right.
He picked the one he lost.
He's
It
already
was
moved
Tony
on
Allen.
from that.
It was Tony Allen who beat him, and he. The only thing he really did wrong was he didn't break the balls as good as Tony. But then he went and practiced and break. That's how he figured things out. That's how you do things. That's how you improve, and that's a big deal.
Be honest with yourself and fix the stuff that's obvious that there's an issue.
Exactly.
Did
Try
you
your
help him
best.
break that film down for him to figure out it was the break that was where the issue
Well,
was? Or
yeah, I
pretty-
mean, of
pretty
course, we talked
obvious?
about it, seen it. It was pretty obvious.